All right. Good morning, everybody. This is Kathleen, and this is my first live. I can't say that I've ever done this before. All right, but I've heard people say that you just need to just do it. So here I am. I'm just doing it. And I'm going to go ahead and call this Coffee with Kathy. I got my coffee. Oops, I forgot to break my fast. Let me go ahead and do that right now. Um, I went to 15 hours and 34 minutes and fast. Oh, goodness. So here I am. I've never done this before. I have my microphone. Hopefully everybody can hear me. I got my new headset. My other one, I have two now. My other one's downstairs in the basement. My son does his D&D games down there. And I asked him the other day, I said, "Are you using that headset?" And he said, "Yes." So he uses the headset and the microphone that I have set up down there. And he does his D&D games. I think he's doing 3 games a week. But that's really something that he loves to do. Good morning, Drama Triangle. Good morning. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Welcome, Drama Triangle. Welcome to my first live. I've never done this before, so I have no clue what I'm doing, but I do have my camera up. I think my microphone's working really well. I got my headset. So hopefully there's no reverberation or anything. Good morning, Jamie's Country Living. Good morning. Oh, goodness. Yes, the ads. Excuse me. But yeah, I decided that I'm going to go ahead and do something in the morning. That's usually when I'm in front of my computer. And I decided maybe we'd talk about what we're doing for our day. Today, it's still really wet. It rained all weekend. So, and it's sopping wet outside. I haven't even gone out to feed my chickens or my rabbits yet. But as soon as I'm finished here, I'll be going outside and mucking it up because it's really mucky. Hi, Jamie. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. Like I said, it's my first live. I've never done this before. I'm really well. I got up early. I got a few things done inside. How are you guys doing? Do you guys have any plans for today? I said after I take care of my chickens and the rabbits, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I have a lot of stuff to do in the basement, so I'll probably get down there and do some stuff down there. Good morning, Broke Cowgirl Homestead. Welcome. Hey, Deborah. There's Deborah from Delicious Dishes. Welcome. Good morning, y'all. I'm so happy to see so many people up early and moving around. That is really good. Hey, Gail. Welcome. Y'all, welcome to my first live. I've never done this before. This is awesome. I'm so happy to see you all here. So, like I was saying, it rained all day yesterday, and it rained all day, and there is a ton of mud out there. Yeah, I got my coffee. Yeah, I've been doing intermittent fasting. I started doing it last week. It's something that I used to do when I was working, before I retired, when I still had my corporate job. I did intermittent fasting. I went to the gym. I still had problems with my weight because it was something that I sat in a chair for almost 16 hours a day sometimes. So, weight's always been a problem with me. And so this year, I'm like, I got to do something. I'm not at the heaviest that I've ever been, but I'm still heavier than I'd like to be. So I've been working on changing what I've been doing because basically I just haven't been paying attention. Have you guys ever been at a point in your life where you just don't care what you look like? Sometimes you don't want to get up, you don't want to brush your hair, you don't want to brush your teeth, you don't want to do anything. And then if you just, if it wasn't for those responsibilities, I mean, I probably wouldn't do anything but play games all day. So I am so thankful for YouTube. Oh, hello, Steve. I have the problem Gail has. I have kitty problems. That's Steve. All right, guys. Oh, Jamie, you're gonna have a live today? Cool. I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for it. I plan on working in the basement today. My tomatoes have finally popped up. I need to get some fertilizer on them. And then I'm hoping that I can start some more seeds. I have plenty of trays, plenty of soil. And so I need to get those started too. It takes forever for peppers to start. So I figure if I start my peppers now, I might have some peppers when it's time to plant. Optavia. I don't know what that is. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think I've heard of that. I'm really not crazy about the prescription stuff that they've got out. Although I have done it before. I've done several things. I did the shots. What was it? Fin back in the day. I took Fin and I lost a lot of weight. Right now, I'm just trying to control my cravings. I am a horrible ice cream addict. Okay, I need to go to the grocery store. So as you can see, I have my menagerie. Blue and Shelly are probably laying on the couch, but that's Rudy. Rudy. All right, thank you, Steve. Rudy wants to go for a run, so I'm going to have to take him out here pretty soon. Good morning, Jan. How are you today? You guys, welcome to my first live. Like I said, as I was making my coffee, I'm like, oh, what can we talk about today? What am I going to do? I just sit down and do it. That was the advice that I heard, was just sit down, log in, go live, and just do it. And I watch Gail all the time, and she does such a great job. I watch Jan a lot when she goes live. A lot of times, I'm doing other things when I'm on my computer, and I may be listening to someone. Like a lot of times, I'll be editing. I've got a video that I started editing this morning, and I think I'm going to make it a premiere. I was thinking about doing it tomorrow about 2:15. It's really long. It's almost 20 minutes. So I figure instead of just putting it up as a video, I was going to do a premiere. Oh yeah, I like sleep too. Yeah, I'll be 60 this year, which I don't feel as old, but um and then my mother-in-law, she's in her 80s and she's still doing really great. Saturday, we were working hard trying to get a bunch of stuff done before the rain started. I was out here doing a lot of pruning. I bought a new pruner, one of those DeWalt electric pruners. Oh my God, goodness, that is the best thing. I really love it. I bought it for Eleanor, my mother-in-law, and she told me on Saturday morning that she was going to get out and plant some bulbs. So I took the pruner and I was using it. And then later on in the afternoon, I was cleaning up. I spotted her across the street. And of course, we have those big old pruners, and she's out in her yard and she's pruning her garden after I bought her these electric pruners so that she wouldn't have to struggle as much. So I had to run them across the street and give them to her. But she actually got a lot more done with those electric pruners than those other things. Yeah, he is waiting patiently for me to get up and take him outside. Rudy is our chair dog. He has learned to sit in the chairs. Uh, he has developed a really bad habit of climbing in our chairs at the dinner table. He doesn't do it until after we're done with dinner, but he'll sit in the chair at the table like he needed a plate too. He is such a good. Oh, there he goes. He's such a good dog. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, I really do love those electric pruners. Um, Probably tomorrow when the sun comes out, I'm going to go over and get them back from Eleanor. And I've got a, I got a lot of stuff out there. Every winter, I tell myself that I'm going to get out of my yard and I'm going to get caught up on all the yard chores that I don't get done during the summer when we're doing gardening, because it's like you find yourself in the garden all the time. You've got to do something with the tomatoes, you got to pull weeds. Um, there's always something else that you want to plant because you have your spring planting and then you have your summer planting. And then in between all of that, you got weeds. So it's like I feel like I stay constantly busy in the garden. Yeah. So I got out here last weekend and I'm like, I got to get my yard cleaned up. On the one side of my house, I have beautiful English ivy, but it is taken over. So it's like, well, you'll see it when I do the video. It is a jungle on that side of my house. And it's getting up under my siding. It is tangled up in my screen, and yeah, it's just messy. Yeah, yeah, Jamie. I don't feel my age. I don't feel like I should be going into my 60s. It's really weird. It's like I have this brain that tells me it's like you could do anything. Get out there, go do it. Yeah. And then your body goes, "Hey, wait a minute. You need to slow down. You can't do that anymore. You're not 25 anymore." So, yeah, weeds are the worst. I hate weeds, but what do you do? You better hush. Yeah, this is not part of our schedule. Um, Usually when he gets this way, I put my shoes on and we go outside, and he's not going to get his way today. Yeah, you're right. I haven't seen any trolls today. I thought I had Gail. Oh, you know what it is? Gail is she's on Broken Hearts Ministries. She's one of my moderators. Let me see if I can find it. There it is. There we go. There you go, Gail. I had you on your Gail Southern Living. I did that for premieres. Ah, there we go. It's like I kind of know how to do this, but like I said, this is a learning curve for me. So, and to think that I used to do a lot of computer work for a living once upon a time. Oh, good morning, Maritza. Welcome. Good morning, Life in Piedmont Homestead. Welcome. Yeah, we're just having our coffee, talking about our day, dealing with the animals that think that they need to go outside. Yeah, he's mad. Usually, he was on my bed being good, but yeah. You know what the greatest thing is? Ants and chickens. If you have ants, the chickens will chase them off. So I just think that's great. Um, I love my chickens. I would love for them to free range all the time, but we have so many critters that like to run off with them, especially the coyotes. They're so sneaky. But when you have chickens running around your yard all the time, you have no ticks. And it is absolutely wonderful. I love letting my chickens run around because I never see any, we never see any ticks. And that's a big thing around here because I don't know if you guys realize it's my house, my mother in law's house, and then we have a rental. Would you quit it? And then we have a rental off to the side, and all that sits in 160 acres. Yeah, there's 160 acres here. So, and most of it's wooded and not really usable, but is very beautiful here. And I just have the 1 acre, and the rest of the property belongs to my aunt, my mother-in-law, and her brothers. So we have a lot of coyotes. We have possums, raccoons. We have groundhogs. I haven't seen the groundhogs lately. I think they finally left. And stray dogs. We also get a lot of stray dogs out here. Guys, thank you so much for sharing. There you go. Yeah, just share everybody out. On my new premiere that I'm doing, one of the things that I've been doing is I've been putting little bars on the bottom of the video, telling, asking to support channels. I really like that little bar at the bottom of the video, and I've been trying to use it more and more. Because I really want to support as many people as I possibly can to get you guys out there, especially because you guys, we got to support each other if we're going to do this. It's not like we're going to make tons of money doing YouTube, that's for sure. It's it's only for the big channels. Oh goodness. And then if you get lucky and you get into the algorithm, yeah, I actually had a good video last week. It did really well. And then it's like, how do you make that happen again? How do you get another video to, get that many people to come and watch? So it's like I got there, wasn't huge. I think I ended up with almost 1,500 views for an 8-minute video. But for me, that was fantastic. I thought that was great. And then figuring out how to do it again, that's the problem. Oh, good morning. 2 doves, bees in a garden. Good morning. Guys, I wanna thank you guys so much for, popping in. Like I said, this is my first live. I've never done this before. Yeah, 160 acres. My mother-in-law has 40, and then her 3 brothers, separate the other. They each have 40 acres. Excuse me. But like I said, it's all separated. It's mostly wooded. We've got a few big fields, but that's about it. But it's really beautiful out here. I love it. You walk out in the woods and get lost, which I have done before. And so I haven't. I would go for a walk and take my dog, and I would be in the woods for hours. And my mother-in-law would be like, "Where you at?" I'm like, "I'm lost." So eventually, I make it back home, but I haven't done that in a while. Good morning, Bushcraft family. Welcome. This is my first live. This is Coffee with Kathy. So welcome. Yeah, I figured in the mornings is the best time for me because usually once I get started, my hair is up, I'm working, I'm doing stuff. I look a mess. So, yeah, first thing in the morning is probably the best time for me. So, but guys, welcome, welcome, and thank you so much for being here. That's a problem I have with my chickens, Gail, is I like them to be loose and running around, but the biggest problem that I'm having with my garden is keeping the chickens out of it. They eat everything. They've eaten my lettuce. They get in there and they scratch. I've got them covered up pretty well, so they haven't been in it, and so that's good. Everything's been able to grow. I've got spinach coming up. My carrots finally started to come up, and that was really nice. I love carrots. Those carrots are so good. I never imagined how good carrots taste when you grow them yourself. It's the same with tomatoes. It's like when you get out there and you pull that tomato off the vine, and we are big tomato sandwich people. So you get out there and you get that beautiful tomato and you slice it up and you make that sandwich and that little bit of salt, and it's so delicious. We love our tomatoes. Mm. Oh, broke cowgirl. I hope they didn't freeze. I was afraid mine were gonna freeze, but I had them covered up. But I went out there yesterday when it started raining, and I'm looking, and I'm like, "Oh my goodness, is that green?" And it was just little tiny little green seeds finally popping up. So salsa, yes, salsa is really good too, but I'm a huge tomato sandwich fan. It was something that my dad loved. Um, so I kinda got it. I got a lot of my, uh, joy of food from my father. My father was raised in Georgia, and he loved, boiled peanuts, which I love boiled peanuts. He loved his tomato sandwiches, just those Southern things, and my grandmother, she was huge on fried chicken and mashed potatoes and all that good stuff. So, yeah, I inherited my love of food, really both sides. My mom, she was big on comfort food. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jamie. I really do appreciate it. Actually, I'm very nervous, and I think when I'm nervous, I run off at the mouth. So, good morning, Huga Homestead. Welcome, y'all guys. Yeah, welcome to my first live. I appreciate you guys being here. Again, we're doing coffee with Kathy, and yeah, I'm really enjoying this. This is awesome. I think I could probably do this on a regular basis. Yeah, I'm usually at my best first thing in the morning with coffee in my hand. Hey guys, thank you so much for sharing out everybody's links. That is awesome. If you don't know each other, go check each other out. Wilma, to you one, good morning and thank you. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you guys being here on my first live. Yeah, I think it was more exciting when Rudy was sitting in the chair, but he's laying down here on the floor next to me. Cats lost interest and they went away too. So they're all gone. But yeah, like I said, I've been watching what I eat. I ordered some monk fruit drops. They come in a liquid, and I was real careful to make sure they didn't have erythritol in them. Erythritol, yeah, that's how you say it, because that stuff gives me headaches and makes me sick. So I decided that I'd try the monk fruit. I've been mixing it because you do it with drops. So I yesterday I did my coffee with 1 tablespoon of sugar and 10 drops of the monk fruit. And today I went back to teaspoons, and I did 2 teaspoons of sugar and 5 drops of the monk fruit. So I'm trying to reduce my sugar intake, and I get most of my sugar in my coffee. And of course, if anybody knows me, they know that I have a problem with ice cream. So I haven't had any ice cream in a while until last night, and my son brought home Snickers bars, those frozen Snicker bars. So I had one of those before dinner last night, but that's been the only ice cream. Otherwise, I've been trying to be really good. Yeah, Gail, I think carrots do taste funny, but I I buy a lot of them because I'll break them up and feed them to the rabbits, and of course, we also use them in cooking. I made oh my goodness, I don't even know what you call it. I pulled out a chicken and I deboned it. I cooked it, stewed it, deboned it, and then carrots, onions, celery, garlic, butter, lots of salt and pepper, and I made a broth. Well, I used the broth from where I boiled the chicken and put the chicken in with egg noodles, and we had that for dinner the other night. It was actually really good. I haven't done anything with egg noodles in a while, but the carrots taste good. I thought they did, but it's not the same from getting them from the garden. The carrots just taste so much better. And yeah, I'm spoiled too. But I haven't had carrots since last. We pulled them all last spring, and haven't had any since then. But yeah, they are just delicious. Carrots from the garden are delicious. Yeah, I'm rambling too. Well, I have been listening to my mother-in-law, and her and her brother George are a wealth of information. They've been on this property over 80 years, 82 years, I want to say. Their father built the house across the street that Eleanor lives in. And one of the things that I've learned is that you need to plant on Good Friday. Mr. Miner, always planted on Good Friday. So that's the plan. I'm going to we have plenty of time to get that garden ready. It's a lot of work. Um, I walk past that garden every day and go, oh my goodness, I got to get out there. It's so awful. Um, but we'll get the tractor, we'll get everything up, get the tractor out there, get everything plowed, and try to have everything ready for Good Friday. And hopefully, we won't have any frost after that. We're hoping. I mean, Florida garden season in Florida, yeah, it's wintertime, but you can still get some stuff in the spring. You can still get some stuff going in the spring. Um, who is it that I watch? My Granny's Garden. Yeah, she is in Sanford. Oh, excuse me. He's chewing on something. Anyway, My Granny's Garden, she lives in Sanford, which is east of Orlando and a little north of there. She has a beautiful garden and she has been pulling out, oh God, goodness, so many vegetables. Every time I watch her video, she's got a haul of vegetables on her counter. But she grows during the winter and she grows during the summer too, which is much harder. I used to try to grow in the winter. I lived in South Florida near Port St. Lucie, or I was 45 minutes north of West Palm Beach on the East Coast. Our house was actually a mile from the beach as the crows fly. But of course, if you know anything about Florida and the waterways, you got to drive all the way to wherever the bridge is to get over. So, it'd take you half an hour to get to the beach from my house, but, literally a mile from my back door. But we had a lot of sand and you had to use a lot of amendments. And during the summertime, the bugs were horrible. Uh, if you had tomatoes, you had the hornworms, and you could look at your tomatoes in the morning, go out in the afternoon, and hornworms would have tore up all your tomatoes. It was crazy how bad they were. Oh, are you, Wilma? Are you on the East Coast or the West Coast? Yeah, for as close as we were to the beach, when my kids were little, we went all the time. But once they grew up, they went out to the beach on their own and they didn't want their mom, hanging out with them. So I very rarely went to the beach. So same thing with our pool. When our kids were little and we had the pool, the kids always had friends over. They were always in the pool. But once they got to be, teenagers, um, they had their cars, they had their friends, they had college, and yeah, we hardly ever saw 'em. Okay, so you're next to Melbourne. Yeah, I actually lived in Fort Pierce. So, I was raised in Jacksonville though. Yeah, I lived in Jacksonville most of my life. I lived in Jacksonville, I lived in the Tampa area, I lived in Miami for a couple of years. But yeah, mostly in Florida. And then I came to Alabama. And I've been here for almost 4 years now. Good morning, Rushing Wind. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, this is my first live. We are 30 minutes in on my first live. I still have a full cup of coffee. Excuse me. Yeah, I think Melbourne area is really nice. Right now, my best friend, she lives in Loxahatchee. Hello, Steve. Yeah, and I was just texting her this morning. And then my daughter, she lives on the West Coast. Actually, both my daughters live on the West Coast of Florida. They live in Brooksville, and I have a lot of family there. My brother's there, and his family. So yeah, it's Steve again. He's come to tell me that I need to do something about his bowl. It's probably empty again. There you go. Rudy came back. He's going to come back and sit on the chair. He likes to chase cats around the house. He's a character, but he's a good boy. Wow, May 6th for the last frost. Yeah, we usually get our last frost at the beginning of April. Usually, like that first week of April, we might get a frost. I think our problem now is that it's warm. What's the temperature? Will it show me? Well, right now it's only 48, but it's supposed to get. Let me pull that up. See what our high is today. Now today it's only supposed to get up to 60, but the rest of the week we got 65. Oh, actually the temperatures went down. Huh. We were up in the high 60s. But our biggest concern right now is the warmth and the rain because Eleanor was telling me, my mother-in-law was telling me that when she was doing the pruning Saturday, she went and looked at the blueberries, and they already had little balls on them. So we're really afraid that they're going to start blooming. And we lost all our blueberries last year. We had a really bad frost. I think it went down into the 20s, and it killed all our blooms, and we lost all our berries, so we didn't get anything. It also killed back our figs too. I know, we're going to go out soon. He's going to get chatty now. Yeah. Guys, I am so glad you are here. This makes me feel so good. Like I said, I was listening to someone and they're like, if you're going to do a live, just sit down and go live. And it was actually a lot easier than I thought it was. I think the last time I tried to go live, it wouldn't let me. It had that 24-hour countdown. So when I sat down today, I went and got my coffee, and I'm like, I'm going to do it this morning. So I went and got my coffee, and I pulled up the live, and it worked beautifully. I didn't have any problems, didn't give me a 24-hour timer. It just came on. And here I am. Yeah, I know. We're going to go. I feel like I'm being bombarded. The cat's in front of my screen. I can't see anything. Stepping on all my stuff. Come on, Steve. Don't knock my water over. There you go. There you go. He's a good kitty. He's actually from my daughter in Florida. It's a Florida cat. My daughter bought my dad's house after he passed away, and he used to feed the neighborhood cats, and he would have bowls of food. He fed them dry food and wet food. He also fed all the squirrels. He fed everybody in the neighborhood, I think. And come on, Steve. There you go. There you go. But anyway, a cat had kittens. She had 6 kittens, and I ended up with 2 of them. And these guys, Steve and Blue, they were supposed to be my barn cats. They've never been outside. They are spoiled. They've never been outside. Yeah, don't sit on my keyboard. But yeah, we have 3 cats and 1 dog. I was going to get a puppy last November, and I decided that I didn't want another dog. So 1 dog is enough for our house. Rudy actually isn't mine. He's my daughter-in-law's dog. But when she's not here, it's me. And then currently I have 29 chickens and 4 rabbits. So yeah, I got enough animals around here to keep me busy for days. He's a good kitty. They're so spoiled. Yeah, it looks like we're going to end up having rain. Um, for some reason, it rains every weekend. It looks like the forecast will have sunshine and some clouds this week, so I'll be able to get some stuff done. But then come the weekend, it's rainy again. Which who wants that? Who wants it to rain on the weekends? Watch out! All right, maybe he's leaving. Hey, MB Heritage Farm, welcome in. This is my first live. I'm really excited. I'm doing coffee with Kathy. I figured I'd be better off doing stuff in the morning than trying to do fight. Oops. Oops. Quit stepping on my keyboard. Am I even still on? Oh, there I am. Okay, Steve, you're going to have to get down. Yeah, he's stepping on my keyboard. How do you guys deal with your cat stepping all over your stuff? Oh, and I've been writing a lot. I don't know if you all know. Shh. I write. I've been writing all my life. I used to journal when I was a teenager. I used to write short stories. I wrote manuals and a lot of the technical stuff at my job. I did a lot of that. And then I didn't write for a long time after my husband passed away. But then I sat down one day and I just started writing, and I've been doing that ever since. And I was doing one book. There's one book that I've had for years that I've been working on. And I started doing that one. I had to go back and rewrite it. It was so old. And my writing has improved a lot. So I feel like I went back and started editing and doing a lot of, just changing a lot of things, trying to update it. Because I mean, I think I started this, it was probably 15 years ago I had started the story. So yeah, I'm using YouTube Live. So I mean, I don't have Streamlabs. I forget what the program is. It's Stream. No, I use Streamlabs, OBS Streamlabs. And I've been playing around with it, but I'm not quite there yet. I used that before I got monetized and hit 1,000. I would use that to do videos of my chickens and the babies when I did those lives. I used that on my phone. So, yeah, kitty cat's crazy. But anyway, back to my writing. I got an idea one day when I was at the grocery store, which is really crazy. And then I came home and I started writing it. It was just a story that got stuck in my head. So on my other channel, Literature and More, I went ahead and I did the audio readings of part 1 and part 2. It's called A Glitch in Time. So I did that, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get the third part or the ending because right now I'm working on expanding it. I think it was 11,000 words, and I'm up to 2,600 words now. And I had to have like a villain. So I started doing research on CERN and the colliders. And goodness, I have gone down a rabbit hole, and I think I've taken on too much. So I'm kind of stuck there. But I used to write poems too. I haven't written anything in a long time when it came to poems. But yeah, I'm glad I'm back to writing too. Like I said, I used to journal a lot. Oh my goodness, I have digital journals. I went from writing, handwriting when I was a teenager, and then I did digital journals. And I go back every once in a while and I'll pull them up and read them. And it's like, oh my goodness, what was I thinking? But yeah. Oh goodness. Try to keep up with the live, but it's hard, trying to keep up a conversation and try to keep up with what everybody's saying. There you go. But yeah, like I said, I got into a deep dive. Um, I've been watching videos on dark matter, antimatter, the Higgs was it the Higgs Higgs boson, or the God particle, which turns out that it's not a big deal as they think it is. I actually thought that math had a lot to do with it, but it really doesn't. It's actually a very simple and very complicated machine that these colliders are. But it's been very interesting, but it's wasn't what I thought it was. And I thought a lot of the data was based on math because so much of our science as we know it is based on math, especially when it comes to the planets, and those kind of calculations. And so, like I said, it's been a deep hole. It's been interesting, but I will be glad when I don't have to look at that stuff anymore because it's just some of it's just, oh my goodness, I don't understand. And then some of it's very clear, but I think it depends on who you're listening to. Oh, cool. MB Heritage Farms, they wrote their first book. Oh goodness, do you want to? Let me see. I can do this. So yeah, if you want to go ahead and put your link up for your book so everybody can see it, that'd be great. MB Heritage is my go-to for a lot of information. Um, they were growing yellow tomatoes, and I went ahead and bought yellow tomatoes this year. I ended up using a Haas Better Boy. They call them lemon boys. So I'm growing those this year. I'm going to see how they do. But yeah, and they also have great information on chickens too. So always a good go-to. Did that not work? Hmm. Everything stopped. You guys still hear me? I'm still on. That's weird. All right, there we go. We're going again. Yeah, on the tomatoes, we decided to stay with the Better Boys and the Big Beefs. Of course, I had to add some crims. I really like a dark tomato, and I think, as I said before, uh, we used to try to grow the purple Cherokees, but they're too delicate, way too delicate. So you almost have to have the perfect conditions, but they're a really good tomato. So I ended up finding the black crims, and I tried to grow them last year with no success. So we're going to put them in the garden and see if they grow better there. Oh, okay. There was a commercial. All right. Yeah, I don't see that. So, oh, thank you very much. I bought. I had a smaller microphone, but I went ahead and ordered the Blue Yeti, and I thought it would be better. I keep thinking that I'm going to go back to using my computer to do my audio videos, and I really do love the sound of the microphone. And this room has pretty good acoustics too. So I started doing it in the basement and realized the acoustics down there were awful. So yeah, I have found that Haas seeds are really good. so far, everything that I have grown from them, it's all come up. I've had no problems. I was really scared when my carrots didn't come up because my carrots came up really fast last year, and then, of course, it got cold, so that was the problem. I didn't get them in the ground soon enough, and then so I was really disappointed that the carrots didn't come up, and then I got out there yesterday, during the rain, and they're coming up. So the spinach is coming up. The spinach, excuse me, the spinach, the carrots, and then, oh my goodness, I'm so gassy this morning. I apologize. I went out there and I planted beets because I've got beets from Haas and I've got the breakfast radishes. So I threw those all into, and so hopefully all those will come up also. I figure with all this heat that we're getting and rain, they should come up great. Um, yeah, I have some of those different color little cherry tomatoes, and they're determinate. So it's like they grow up, they get fruit, and then it's like they all ripen at the same time. And if you're not out there watching them and picking them when they come ripe, you miss them. So, but they are good fruit. I enjoyed eating them when I'd catch them. I had like three of them the year before, and they were pretty good. And I grew the Marsanos and the Romas, and that was, I mean, they did pretty well, but again, they ripened toward the end of the season, and if you didn't get out there and pick them when they were ripe, they rotted really fast. So, well, hello, Twin Brooks. Was it Twin Brook Acres? Oh, I thought it was Twin Brook Farms. Oh, good morning. Welcome. Welcome to my live. This is my first live stream. I decided if I was going to do live streams, I'm going to do them in the mornings. Excuse me. Oh, one of the tomatoes that I've got that I used to grow in Florida were the Everglades tomatoes. And I have 2 packs of those, and I still haven't pulled them out yet, but I'm going to wait until spring until I plant them. I'll get them started. But excuse me, one of the things that I found out about these Everglades tomatoes, they're a teeny tiny little tomato, and they grow really well in the heat, and they're indeterminate. They're a bush. It just grows everywhere. And I used to grow them in my chickens' pen, and they just, they would eat those little tomatoes up. But I'm going to grow those here and see how well they do during the heat of the summer. I'm looking forward to trying that little experiment. All right, Rushing Wind Mountain. Yeah, yeah, we're central, and you're even when you're mountain time. Because what is it? It's 10:20, so you're Pacific time. All right, you have a great day. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I'm only going to do to an hour because, as you can see, Mr. Rudy has been very patient. But and I'm surprised I don't hear my roosters screaming at me. But I do have my headset on, so they could be screaming, and I'm just ignoring them. But I got to get out there and get them fed and feed my bunnies, and then I got to go let the chickens out. I have my 5 Rhode Island Reds across the street at Eleanor's house, and I did not let them out yesterday, so I got to let them out today. Are you getting ads during the live? Is this something new? Hmm. I pay for no ads. I have like that. I think it's like $17 a month, so I don't get ads. Well, when I watch videos, and then I also have the option I can listen to my videos when my phone is off, which is great because I'm always playing something on my phone. Um, yeah, maybe okay. I did set up something about the ads. Okay, so I'll know that next time I do this to turn that off. Like I said, it's my first live, guys. I think I'm doing pretty good. We'll see. All right, so I need to be more careful where I put ads. I would rather have the ads pop up on the rewatch than in the live. So I apologize. I'll fix that. All right, but yeah, I'll turn that off the next time I have a live. Oh, there's my girlfriend. She's in West Palm Beach. We she's my buddy that we send videos back and forth to all the time. She sends me a video, I'll send her a video. So she's my video buddy. Yeah, we've been friends for years. We've been friends since I used to work for public safety, the 911 center in St. Lucie County, and we worked there together, and we've just been best friends since. So yes, ads do give me a little revenue. Like I said, you're not, unless you're getting thousands and thousands of views on your videos on a regular basis, you really don't make a lot of money. I mean, most of my videos are 50-cent videos. That's how much revenue I get. So that's why I started writing. I think that my writing is good enough that I can sell it. And so I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. I need to finish up on this book. I'm going to self-publish on Amazon, just like MB Heritage is doing, and yeah, see how that works. So, but I do have a good. I won't say it's a good income. I do have a decent income. I do have to budget. Um, So, it is what it is, but a little extra money never hurts, especially after last year. After trying to get my truck fixed, um, after wasting a lot of money, I finally found good mechanics and my truck is fixed. So, but yeah, I scorched my credit cards and now I'm trying really hard to get them paid back down. Thank you. I appreciate it. Everybody who watches the ads. Like I said, it does help a little, but you're unless you're getting thousands of views on your videos, you're just making pennies. And I have started posting my pennies. I have been posting my videos to Rumble, and I thought about making content just for Rumble, but I'm not there yet. I still like YouTube. YouTube I find is it's I know it's I don't know. I'm not there yet. Hmm. True, pennies do make dollars. And I get paid. They've changed. I was getting a payout every other month. And now it's like every third month I get a payout and it's not much because $100 is the minimum. Thank you, Twin Brook Acres. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, just sit here and run off at the mouth. It's all that good caffeine that gets you going. I do appreciate it. But yeah, guys, but this is my bedroom. This is actually used to be the living room, but this is only a 2-bedroom house, and my son and his wife, they have the 1 bedroom. My grandson has the other one. And so I'm still working on the basement. We've kind of stalled since Christmas, but I got to go pick out flooring. Excuse me. I got to go pick out flooring, and like I said, I was trying to recuperate from Christmas because Christmas was kind of expensive, and we had the whole family here, and I didn't spend a lot, but I spent probably more than I should have. With a new grandson, it's hard not to spend. And of course, I'm always on Amazon finding stuff that I need but don't need. So, All right. Well, I've done 50 for 55 minutes, and Rudy has been very, very patient. And so I think this is going to be the first of many lives in the morning. I think mornings will be good for me. Um, like I said, once I get started on my day and get outside and get working, uh, you come in, you start dinner, you eat dinner, you clean dinner up. Half the time, I don't even have time to sit down and watch lives. A lot of people are doing lives at 6. At 6 o'clock, we're eating or I'm making dinner. By 7 o'clock, then, maybe I can sit down, but, it depends on what we're doing. But yeah, so mornings, there's nobody here in the morning. It's just me and the animals. It's quiet. Sometimes when I'm trying to do audios, I'll be sitting here doing my audio work. And if my grandson's here, you can hear him screaming from the bedroom. He is a gamer. Well, we're all gamers, but he's in there like, "Rah," and he's squalling. And sometimes if you listen really carefully when I do my Bible readings, you can hear him screaming in the background. He's wild. But he's a good kid. Love him to death. All right, guys. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. And like you guys, I know you have things you're going to do. I'm at 56 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and call it. You guys have a blessed and joyous day. And I'm going to do a premiere tomorrow. I'm thinking about doing it about 2:30. So you guys keep an eye out for that. But you guys have a blessed and joyous day, and I'll see you later.